Yo, what's good? This your boy Derek Branch here, Memphis Wire on SportsView360.com, covering the Memphis Tigers men's basketball program. And today I got some new news concerning the team as they've added their second straight transfer portal prospect. Not I won't say second day in a row, but within a 3 day time frame, they've added another prospect. So there's a second guy in 3 days. Saturday it was Ashton Hardaway, who is the son of head coach Penny Hardaway. Now they've added a local prospect, player that was just from the area, Whitehaven, Cordova standout, Julius Thedford, who played at Western Kentucky. He has 3 years of eligibility remaining in college basketball. Averaged 12.4 points per game, 3.8 rebounds per game. This past season at Western Kentucky. Shouts out to your friend Hitman Hoops for putting out this information. But he is the newest addition to the Memphis Tigers men's basketball team. I think this is a good pickup, man. I think this is a good pickup. Just based on what I've seen, what I've observed with this guy. I think he could do some great things here. I think he can do some great things with this program. Now he is coming off an injury that he suffered with Western Kentucky, so he didn't really play the entire season. According to what was put out by Chase and Munns, is that he had second right here. Torn. He's coming off a torn, dislocated kneecap and a torn ligament in the game against Middle Tennessee State on January 18th. That put him out for the remainder of the season. So I think to say that he did this in 18 games this season and 6 starts is impressive. I believe, I know Penny Hardaway is still building out the roster, but I think he's going to have a legitimate chance of starting with this team. I really do. Um, Now, if PG Haggerty don't come back with this program, I think that increases those chances even more. So and he fits that mold of the Penny Hardaway guard. Aggressive, can attack the basket, rebound, score. He meets that criteria. I looked at his game log today, and from the games he did play in, let me check it out real quick. So let's see. Against Kentucky, he had to against Kentucky he had 18 points. A few games prior to that against Jackson State, he had 12. Um, well, this is right here, Lipscomb. He had 9. Uh, Against this team, he had 16 points, 11 points. It's 19 against Marshall, 16 against Evansville. Against whoever this is right here, Seattle, 15, 17 against whoever this team is right here. I don't know. Michigan against Michigan, he had 11. Liberty had 18. Florida International 18 points. Jacksonville State 17 points. So this guy can play, man. He can play. He can play, and he has a lot of potential with this program, bro. I think he has a lot of potential, man, to do some great things with this team. That's in my opinion, that's with or without PJ Haggerty coming back. You know, and if Haggerty does decide to come back, that's even better for this team. But um, Penny Hardaway is going to take care of business, man. That's regardless of what Haggerty decides, man. But it'd be great if he can get Haggerty to come back along with this kid right here. You know, we'll see. But maybe Haggerty may have just priced himself out. We don't know. And don't be surprised if they deal with this situation again after next season. Because at the end of next season, because if he comes in, if Julius Thedford comes in and have that similar type, jump as a PJ Haggerty, his NIL value is going to shoot up as well. But we'll see how it all play out. But he has to, I think, in my opinion, has to put the numbers up to even be in that category. But what he did this season at Western Kentucky, these numbers right here ain't bad. Even though, despite him not, finishing the entire season, 12.4 points per game, 3.8 rebounds, 0.9 assists, 42.8 field goal percentage. I think this helped him out. This put him on Penny Hardaway's radar. And he even, he comes in and average, let's say, 17 points per game, 18 points per game with Memphis. His value will shoot up as well, you know. But like I said before, if there's anybody that can, you know, elevate the play of a guard, elevate guard play, it's Penny Hardaway, you know. And he's not a bad 3-point shooter as well, you know. Not a bad 3-point shooter. So he fits the mold of a Penny Hardaway type guard, you know. And there's been some other news of who is Memphis is targeting as well. In that I'm gonna talk about right now, but when if it becomes official after the visit and all that, I'll go more into detail on that. But I know I saw a lot of people. I'm not judging nobody or anything. Everybody got their own takes and how they view the program and how it should be built and all that. But I was seeing a lot of people, online kind of, starting to, stress out, on just because of the NIL and the way things going. And this year in March Madness, we didn't really see no upsets or any um, mid majors, make a deep run. And people kind of felt as though, kind of started to worry that if Memphis was going to, have the opportunity to, retain players or go out there and find players, I don't not just find players, but find quality players for this team. And I think right now Penny Hardaway is doing that. And I know a lot of the Ashton Hardaway transaction is very unpopular among certain fan base, certain people among in the fan base, but it depends on how Penny Hardaway uses him, man. I think he wouldn't. I don't think he would bring him back without having a plan. And then that's his son, but I know that's his son, but Hardaway has a plan of how he's going to incorporate Ashton into this team. Now that he has some experience, believe it or not, he's going into his third year as a college basketball player. So interesting to see how that all plays out. But today's news is about Julius Thedford verbally committing to Memphis to be a part of this year's team. Now we all know that verbal commitments mean nothing, but it becomes a really official, in my opinion, when that player puts on a Memphis uniform and steps onto the court and play. And even at that time, something can still happen, and that player decides to walk away. But we'll see how it all plays out. But I think Thedford will be a Memphis Tiger for this entire season. Barring an injury, a significant injury or anything like that. But I don't see that happening. And y'all don't see another Tyree Smith situation happening again. So there's that. All right, so I have for y'all for right now, man. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you feel. What are your thoughts on Memphis adding Julius Thedford to the upcoming team? And check out sportsview360.com for the latest content of the Memphis Tigers football and men's basketball programs. Have a blessed night. Peace. Be safe. I'm out.